What's going on, everybody? Dorsey Made Gaming here, y'all. Excited to be here. I'm happy to be here. Things are looking so much better for my situation, y'all. Haven't been live streaming lately because my schedule right now is all wickety whack. And once I get a set schedule, then I'll probably kick it back with that. Plus, I've been fighting to get live streaming turned back on this channel. So anyway. What I want to talk about today is some realizations that I think people are not paying attention to as far as the league gameplay. One thing we have to understand is this. The league gameplay, if it comes from EA Play, from E3, not EA Play, when it comes from E3, they got to play Madden. We have to understand, they got to play Madden on the Xbox X, aka the Xbox Scorpio. Now, one thing people have to realize with this is that the graphics on the Xbox One X are going to be better. The gameplay itself should be a little bit smoother. Madden normally runs at 60 frames per second easy anyway, so I don't know. So as far as the graphics, I don't want to just get up in arms about how smooth and fluid the gameplay is because we do have to understand that this is running on the Xbox One X. Be that as it may, hot diggity dog, does that gameplay look awesome, don't it? Yeah. The gameplay looks phenomenal. Yeah. The gameplay looks phenomenal. And did y'all notice, in Tater God's recent release, did y'all notice that Josh Norman got the one sleeve on? The sleeve that we have been wanting, we got it. Now, I know a lot of people are wanting mouthpieces. Here's my take on mouthpieces. I think that it would be cool because y'all want it. However, how often are you going to actually be able to look at your player? How many of us actually watch instant replays or them going back to the huddle? It's kind of one of those things where at first you're going to be watching it because you want to see your player decked out. But then after, so long, you're not even paying attention to it. Also, y'all, I kind of feel like we may get something a little bit different as far as presentation. One thing we have to understand is this. The player interests are going to be back in the game. And so how the game kicks off is probably going to be a little bit different. I don't think it's going to be a major difference, but I do think it's going to be different for the simple fact that we have player entrances. Now, what I wonder about the player entrances are they going to actually announce the top three players? That's how they generally do it. The top three playmakers on the team, are they going to announce their names? I tweeted Rex to see. I asked him are the introductions that was in the trailer with Tom Brady, is that going to be in the game? And he said yes, that it would be in the game with the power, thus the fireworks and the smoke and stuff like that. But then I asked him, but is it going to look like that? You get what I'm saying? But now I'm not concerned with that because the cutscenes and everything looks freaking phenomenal, man. Do y'all notice how smooth the players move? Now, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's because it's on Xbox One X, what this gameplay leak is running from, or if that's just, I really feel like it's part of the Frostbite engine. It's a lot better engine, a lot smoother engine. And the player models, oh my gosh, yes, the player models are they are scaled to fit. They are proportioned with the field. Remember we talked about that whenever we was in the live stream and we was going over the trailer. We looked at how the players looked in proportion to the field. And the field looked huge because let's be real, it's a football field. It's going to look huge, but the offensive linemen look like offensive linemen. The DBs, wide receivers, they're all proportioned accordingly, and I love it. Oh my gosh, y'all, I love it. My only thing is that the numbers tend to look, numbers on the jersey look kind of big. But I can get over that. I like the way the players' hair flows when they got dreads. I don't even have dreads, but I might make me a player with some dreadlocks. You get what I'm saying? And I mean, even though we're not getting every little bitty thing that we want in Madden, that is perfectly fine, y'all. Because like I said, with the gameplay being the way that it is, this game is a completely different game. It's going to play different. It's going to feel different. It's going to be immersive because you're going to be forced to pay attention to every single detail. Now, as far as us sim players, will I be playing on competitive? Yeah, sometimes I will. But my main play is going to be on simulation. because I feel like player stats matter. So like I said, with the improved gameplay, you're definitely going to be paying attention to those things, because it's going to be one of those things where, and I always use the cornerbacks for instance, if stats matter, then you're going to be looking at cornerbacks like me. I play man. I'm telling y'all right now, I play man because I like to press. So my cornerbacks are going to be top notch when it comes to press coverage and man coverage. My safeties, I tend to play a lot of cover too, man. So my safeties, I'm going to, look for safeties who's better in the zone coverage. And one thing I have to shout out, Tater God, I know you probably ain't watching this video, but if y'all watching this and y'all following him, y'all need to holler at him about this. He kind of pointed out that the linebacker just was standing there. Did it ever occur to you that the linebacker could be on a quarterback spy? Because linebackers do sometimes stay in position. Cornerbacks do as well. It just depends on the play. It depends on the formation. You're wanting them to sit there and buzz their feet. They don't necessarily do that at the NFL level a whole lot, and every player doesn't buzz their feet. The reason why is because their reaction time, and they're so quick that it's just not necessary. At the high school level, yeah, you want players buzzing their feet. That way their feet stay moving and they can boom break. But when you get up to the collegiate and the NFL level, buzzing your feet isn't always necessary because their reaction time is A1. So don't get dismayed when you see that and say, oh my gosh, they didn't fix the linebacker play. They're still playing stupid. We don't know what the defense called. That linebacker could have been on a quarterback spot. Once that quarterback gets rid of the ball, he's going to play the ball. But even if he didn't buzz his feet, so what? You see what I'm saying? So what? There was nobody in his. Now, if a man had crossed his face and he didn't jump that route, yeah, I could see that. But there was nobody there. He was playing his zone, and that's what you're supposed to do. What do you want him to do? You want him to run off and do something else? You see, now, I want to mention something about Tater God. I got to give the man props for what he doing. Big ups to him. Now, for those of y'all who are looking at what he's doing and seeing his growth, I want to give you a word of warning. Now, he's getting a lot of subscribers because he is releasing stuff that nobody else is releasing. So for you future YouTubers, be careful of this. Number one, because EA could easily copyright him and his channel could get blocked. Number two, those people who are following him are doing it because he's releasing unreleased content. That's like the only place to get it. For instance, if I own a grocery store and I was the only grocery store in the state that sold bottled water, where do you think everybody's going to come to get bottled water? You see, but then once other stores open up, then not so much so. And I'm not knocking this hustle. By all means, bro, get your hustle. I'm just saying it to the people who are subscribed to our channel who are aspiring YouTubers. Be careful about doing that because, like I said, his subscriber count is going up, yes. But one thing you have to realize is that once Madden information is everywhere, the people that came just to get that extra gameplay information, they're not going to continue to visit his channel. They're not going to continue to watch his videos. Some of them probably will. But that's a chance that you're taking. So if you're trying to build a YouTube channel, if you want to leak stuff, hey, that's up to you. Me personally, I wouldn't recommend it because YouTube is so strict. I mean, if you're going to do it on a different platform, maybe Twitch or something like that. But YouTube is extremely strict, man. Trust me, I got a copyright for something so stupid. Trust me, I know. YouTube is strict. So be careful of that. But like I said, I appreciate the man's hustle because he's giving us something. My biggest issue is that why is EA not wanting to show that? That looks phenomenal. So that goes to the point that I said earlier. I truly believe that I really believe that they were just doing that so that so that the game changers will kind of get their little, get their stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because there is no reason that right there would sell people on the game. If I never seen the long shot trailer, which I'm not even really excited about that no more. They said it's 6 to 8 hours of gameplay. Yeah, that's bogus, depending on what route you take. So I'm gonna play long shot. I'm not excited for it. I'm not getting Madden 18 for long shot. EA, are you listening? DM Gaming is not getting Madden because of long shot. I don't care about long shot. I would rather have had a superstar mode, and y'all know that. So anyway, the gameplay looks very fluid. The gameplay looks very awesome. I'm enjoying how the secondary is playing, how they're breaking on the ball. the shadows, the lighting, the textures. And this is what boggles my mind is it looks so good. Videotape from a cell phone. Can you imagine what that's going to look like on the PlayStation 4 Pro? With the 4K Ultra HD, HDR. Oh, man. I'm going to be throwing picks because I'm going to be too busy looking at the stuff. I like the way the quarterback moves in the pocket. I like the way that the player movements in general are so fluid. The quarterbacks, when they throw, it actually looks like they're throwing. The wide receivers, when they're at the line of scrimmage, you can kind of see some of their arms rocking back and forth. Josh Norman, if you look at him on the end of that play, look at how smooth he moves. It moves so realistic, man. I'm so excited for Madden 18 because, I got to thank Tater Guy because if he didn't put that out, I would be sitting with a bad taste in my mouth for Madden simply because we haven't seen gameplay. But like I said, I wonder why EA did not show this. And it goes back to what I said in the earlier video that I think that, they're reserving it for the Game Changers as some kind of deal that they made with them so that it can help boost their social media channels and stuff like that, which is bullcrap, man. It's bullcrap. And I'm going to say y'all what, it's bullcrap because I wasn't there, because if I was there, I'd been happy about that. Y'all get what I'm saying? But I mean, on the real, serious note, that is for other YouTubers such as myself who specialize on Madden, I couldn't make it out to E3. I couldn't make it to EA Play. That's not my fault. So, you kind of punish people who didn't have the means to make it. It's like, oh, well, you're more privileged. You get this extra. You see what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like EA dropped the ball with that. They should have released a gameplay trailer. And like I said, there's no reason why they shouldn't have. That's the only reason I can come up with why they didn't. But man, I don't want anybody to get distracted by those videos because, like I said, my question is, will the game run that smooth and look that? I know it's not going to look that good on like the regular PlayStation and the Xbox One. It will look good. But, people talking about, the Xbox One X, EA is pushing the Scorpio because they're partnering with Microsoft. Let me tell y'all something. Those of you who have a PlayStation 4 Pro, like myself, it's going to look the same. It's going to look the same. The reason why is because the Xbox One does 4K. Guess what? The PlayStation 4 Pro does 4K as well and HDR. It's not like it's going to look higher than 4K resolution. It's not. It's going to be 4K. I'm assuming with HDR. It's going to be the same way on the PlayStation 4 Pro. And for those of y'all that say, well, the PlayStation 4 Pro doesn't do 4K, it does 4K upscaling, that's not true. The PlayStation 4 Pro does native 4K with the patch updates. It will render the game in native 4K. However, if you don't have a 4K resolution TV, it's going to upscale it. If you don't believe me, put in the game Shadow of Mordor. It tells you when you put it in and you change the resolution, it tells you that if your image, it will show in 4K if your image supports it, but if it only supports 1080p, then that's when it uses the upscaling or the checkerboard rendering. So the only reason they're boasting this is because the Xbox One X or the Xbox One X is more powerful, but here's the thing, if you're not putting different stuff in the game, does it really matter? And they're not. Microsoft already said that they want all the developers to make the game fit on all of their Xbox One consoles. So there's not going to be a special game for the Xbox One X. Whatever game you get is going to be the same on the Xbox One as well as the Xbox One S and the Xbox One X. Only difference is on the Xbox One X, you're going to get a better frame rate and better resolution than you would have gotten on the Xbox One S and the Xbox One. However, like I said, the PlayStation 4 Pro, it's going to look the same. There's not going to be, if there is a difference, you won't be able to tell. However, some other games like Project Cars, that's probably going to outbeat the PlayStation 4 Pro. But I think Sony's got some stuff up their sleeves with that. But all in all, y'all, the gameplay looks phenomenal. I'm excited for it. I'm ready to get my hands on it. August cannot get here soon enough. Telling y'all. But I appreciate y'all for listening in today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. And y'all, like I sign off all the time. Till next time, and God bless.